Hi, and Merry Christmas.
Ho Ho Ho.
With Chlo dog and Sam.
With Ho dog, Chlo dog.
Woof.
Yeah, she got the woof in nice and early. It's you have to. It's like starting your innings.
Exactly.
Cricket innings. You're nervous. Your boobs are sweating. You know you're up for team selection. You have to get off the mark.
It's true. How are you doing? Let's move away from talking about my boobs.
No, I was more just talking about cricket.
Oh, because I got a lot of boob sweat going on. It's very hot today.
And I got a lot of cricket. And together we make boob cricket. It doesn't make any sense. But welcome to the KETS Christmas episode. Wherever you are listening or watching from, you're probably on holiday or going on holiday.
True.
And if you're working, I wouldn't say you're an essential worker, but your work is essential to you, and God bless, I don't know.
Condolences, yeah.
They haven't died, Chloe, come on. There's been a lot of death around you. You can't be just dropping the C-bomb.
That's true.
That is true. And for your show and tell, do you have anything for us?
I do.
Oh, nice.
I brought a little gingerbread man in the Christmas spirit.
Oh,
Smells
wow.
delicious.
Gender neutral, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or was that a camel toe?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it can be gender neutral, but smells delicious. We've been eating. I made a gingerbread house the other day. It didn't go too well, as I think most times you make a gingerbread house, but it was very fun. It's good to get into the Christmas.
Why didn't the gingerbread house go well? What do you...
Well, first of all, I forgot to make one of the walls.
Did you get city permits before or not? No, none of those.
Yeah, I've heard lots of building jokes. And then...
From who?
My best friend's dad, because we slept over at a house with lots of fun.
Sam jokes, dad jokes. It's the same thing.
And he was like, oh, you guys part of the demolition crew, because then our gingerbread house started to collapse. And we were all so stressed. We're like, oh my God, this thing's falling down. He's cracking jokes.
I don't know if you're part of the demolition crew. You might be part of the vampire crew. I think it looks like you've got blood on your teeth. I think it's just...
actually have lipstick again?
Not blood, I think it's lipstick, yeah.
Is it gone?
And there's a bit on the other side.
Oh dear.
There we go. But I don't think people care, especially those listening. Now it's gone.
Okay,
I think it's when you talk, your lips make contact. Is that a thing girls worry about a lot on a date? Or you're like, oh, why did no one tell me? Or is it more just like, this guy should be lucky I'm even sitting across the table from him?
I mean, of course, but I never wear colorful lipstick like this. Now I'm scared it's going to go on my teeth. Did you bring a show and tell?
Show and tell is basically some bullshit. I'm rebelling against the constructs of our own show, and I just don't have any more household items I can possibly bring. So again, for the third week running, I am the show and tell. Mm-hmm. I'm gone for a surfer look. I'm actually getting a bit like my mom. I feel like this is... So my outfit for today is inspired by Jean-Paul Gaultier. No, the outfit today is inspired by Reef. You know? It's time to surf, but you don't want to get sunburns, skin cancer, ain't it? As the kids say.
Yeah.
But also, if you put on a few pounds during this festive, as your boy has, you can also tuck it all up in this, I think this is called a rash vest.
Lovely.
So you don't get sunburns and you feel confident unless parts of your... I'm falling out a bit as well. So, that's not a confidence booster, but stay in the shade.
Yeah.
And remember to SPF up when you go outside.
Exactly.
To swim.
Exactly.
And be positive about your body. I don't want to make a not body positive sort of message with this Reef thing. I will be in a Speedo. So, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe for that.
But that's much. And sunglasses because I'm trying to be cool, but also I spent the last couple of nights sleep deprived. So I look like an alcoholic who's been crying.
And not even because of partying. That's a depressing thing.
Oh, I wish it was from drinking and partying. But having said that, we went to Obi Restaurant.
Our favorite.
Run and owned by Ben,
Yeah.
a friend of the show and of ours.
Yeah.
And we got absolutely slaughtered.
Well, some more so than others, maybe one could say.
I mean, I had a stomach bug as well that coincidentally struck when I got home.
Oh, yeah. No. This is my favorite thing that people say. They're like, yeah, I had food poisoning straight after dinner. I'm like, that's not how it works. Like,
yeah, it might have been the 16 tequilas. Jennifer, you fool.
And the sake bombs. Those are the best.
So if you ever do go to Obi, you got to sake bomb it up. It's beer and sake, and you drink it like it's a Jaeger bomb.
It's so good.
I said to him he should call it Hiroshima. And he was like, no. I thought, if we're going Japanese bombs, that sort of stuff.
That is funny.
It is,
but maybe not tasteful.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like a high-end sushi restaurant. But, people like to laugh. People like to have a good time.
I think that you often say what everybody else would like to say. And I appreciate that.
I like, thank you. That's a big...
I was saying that to my mom
butts,
yesterday.
Big butts and boobies.
Yeah. My mom was like, Sam just says what we all want to say. And I was like, that's true.
Don't marry him, though. It's not he's not going to make your life happy. Okay. Really? So that's a compliment from Mrs. Melville. Few and far between with that lady. No, I'm joking.
Not at all.
She's very sweet.
Yeah, but okay.
Why does she make us light candles all the time?
Oh, so that's something. So my mom's side of the family is German. So
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. And I'm actually not sure if it is a German thing. But we light Advent candles at dinner. So we have 4 candles, and it's every Sunday leading up to Christmas.
And what happens when you light the candles?
Well, the 4th candle, then it's Christmas.
Oh, okay. I thought
like
maybe you get like something cool. Like...
Well, you get Christmas.
You get lucky.
You get Christmas.
Oh, you get Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's patient, ancient sort of fire building. Okay, I'm not really. It's just... Are you Christian?
No,
your name's Chloe. Come on, let's move on.
Okay, no, let's. I want to know, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
What's my favorite Christmas movie? We always have these great conversations before the podcast, and then you ask a question, and I'm like,
I don't know.
What's a movie? Have I watched a movie? No, my favorite Christmas movie is Love Actually. It's just...
Actually, my favorite movie is Love Actually.
Actually, yeah. Oh, Chloe mixing it up on the comedy front. Chopping it up. Yeah, no, Love Actually. It's feel good. It's sad. It's just got everything you want for Christmas. And it's also pretty funny as well.
I don't know if I've watched it.
Excuse me?
I don't think I've watched it.
Oh, really?
Okay, we were trying to watch it actually the other evening. Can't find it on Netflix, can't find it on Showmax. If anyone knows any illegal streaming sites, let us know. Because maybe I can get my dad to download
these
it.
Places, you know the amounts of like very good films that are on YouTube, but legally.
Yes,
I can't believe that.
But YouTube makes you pay. It's like, you like rent it. I think it's like $4 or something like that.
No, I don't know about that.
Now, I'm not paying money for something I can get for free.
What I do want to know about this whole Christmas movie thing is that, what is Die Hard doing there? People like Die Hard as a Christmas movie. I've seen this in memes, but I also heard one of my the other fave podcasters chatting about it. And they have a film review podcast.
Yeah.
But they were like, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe it just happens to be during Christmas time.
What?
The movie. Like, it's not...
Oh, is it set in Christmas?
I don't know. I've never watched Die Hard.
I
haven't watched a lot of movies.
Die Hard 1, 2, 3, 4. There are tons of them. Okay, well, so... sorry, if Die Hard is your favorite film, like and subscribe.
So...
But wait, sorry, I haven't asked you. What's your favorite film?
Yeah.
What were you gonna ask yourself there? Come on, Chloe.
I was going to ask myself.
Have some decorum.
My favorite Christmas film is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love that movie. 4 o'clock, jazzercise. 5 o'clock, make dinner for myself. I don't know how it goes.
Good heavens.
And then it goes like 6 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. I did that this morning already.
Is that with Jim Carrey? He's the Grinch. Okay, I must rewatch that.
I would rewatch that.
I remember being scared of him.
Yeah, maybe I was scared of the cat from Stuart Little. We grew up, you know.
Yeah, okay,
fair enough. Enjoy it.
His fingers scared me. They were like long and wispy. I didn't like that.
But the baby Grinch is so cute.
Boja Bushka.
He's so cute. It's like little baby Yoda.
So who is the baby Grinch's mom? Iggy Azalea. Oh, damn it. It would have been funny if I said her name right. Iggy Azalea. That's the one.
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy, do a biggie, bigger than the Amazon. Oh shit! There was a time period in everyone's life where Iggy Azalea was the coolest musician, and they loved her. Walk a mile in these Louboutins. Don't give a shit where I'm from. Oh, Iggy.
Iggy.
What was that? I'm so fancy with Charlie X.
That was my favorite.
Aux cable, whatever. Yeah. Okay. We are disintegrating as we
Sometimes
speak.
I do forget that we're filming. Okay.
That's always good then.
So I thought maybe something that would be fun to do was to look at cute and funny Christmas letters that
this podcast has been such a mess. Has one of us introduced that this is a Christmas episode?
Yes.
Was it me or you?
You.
Okay. Christmas.
We can blame it on the COVID brain. No, obviously this is a Christmas episode. Sorry. Look at our decorations.
If you're listening, I always like, getting our listeners involved so they can start painting those little audio sound bites and have their imaginations run wild, run crazy. So we've got a lot of Tinseltown here. What are these called?
Tinsel, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, boy. So tinsels are draping the laptops. There's a small Christmas tree and flower. And then on top of our logo is a Christmas hat. I'm in red to match Chloe's Christmas. And if you're watching, thanks for bearing with us while I explain that. And if you're listening, I hope you are drawing beautiful images with your mind.
And Sam's still wearing sunglasses.
'Cause my eyes hurt so much.
Okay, so let's get back to these Christmas letters. Okay, so first up is Chrissy.
Oh, these cute Christmas letters that you've seen children make. Okay,
yes,
cool.
That I found on the internet.
Am I going to review them?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say them, you review them. Okay. So this one is addressed, go to the North Pole. Duh. Everybody knows that. Dear Santa Claus, I'm so sorry of what I did in the past. Thank you for the Christmas letter. I love it. But what I want for Christmas this year is $3.5 billion. Please write another letter this year. I love you. From your friend, Chrissy.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, Chrissy, thanks for the letter. I'm so sorry that you won't be getting $53 billion.
5.3. Come on, it's not that much.
Sorry, I can't read all these glasses.
Yeah.
Wow, but Chrissy, I love how she called Santa Claus with a W. That's pretty cute. Do you think she's going to get the 5.3?
Maybe her parents are really rich. They just deposited into a trust fund.
Exactly.
You'll get it later, sweetie.
That would be great. But I also like how she was superficial, but she also said she loved Santa and she also wanted a letter. That's very. I find a lot of people, wealthy people, if you don't have stuff, you want stuff. But wealthy people in general, like very heartfelt letters, gifts. More sentimental value. Yes. Because what is a new phone when
you've got the latest and greatest?
Exactly.
No,
that.
I get that.
Okay, moving on to the next. Who's up? Okay. Who's up next?
So the next one is from Anonymous, and it goes, "Dear Santa, how are you? Well, enough of the chit chat. Let's get down to business." You well, anyways. This year I want. It actually starts with number 2, not number 1. Okay, number 1. A big space Lego set, some jelly beans, a shark's jacket and hat, and an AK-47 assault rifle.
Wow. There's a lot going on there. First of all, who was that from? Anonymous.
And
this person's going to be a CEO, man or woman.
Or a school shooter.
Well, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
But I like no more chit chat. I like that. Santa knows he doesn't. Hi Santa, how are you? How the elves? How's Rudolph? He hates reading that dribble. He's got to do so much. So I like always down to business. But the AK-47 is worrying. This is definitely
very concerning. No wonder it was kept anonymous.
The parents are like, no,
okay.
My child.
Then I got one more.
Okay.
This last one is from Alex, Anna, and Catherine.
Wow, 3-way.
I think they're siblings. Okay. Dear Santa.
Step siblings.
Okay. We think you might be poisoned by the cookies. Don't eat them. Mom went wrong somewhere. This is our first year with Callie, our new cat. Please put her presents in the stocking with the dog on it. Seems counterintuitive.
Yeah,
As you might know, Maddie died. So please don't try and remind Mom of that, or she will break out sobbing. We have all been very good this year. We hope you don't have a bad ride. And then they've all signed it. Very cute.
That is cute. I mean, shame to those 3 siblings. It seems like they've had a lot of death in their family.
And they're scared that their mom's going to kill them.
But that first part about the cookies might be poisoned. When you were younger, I remember, and I'll ask you if you did this, but I remember making potions. So I'd make all these different potions of all the most disgusting things. I'd put like bran flour and vanilla essence and then Tabasco and salt and pepper and all this I was a young kid at the all this crazy stuff, and whip it up and put it in little bowls or buckies and leave it at entrances and exits to our house, so that when the criminals came in, they would try and have this and I would poison them. I think I did this when I was about 13, to be honest. But have you ever done that? Or is that just me? You've never made potions.
That's fucking bizarre.
God, are you alright there?
Yeah, sorry, I was...
Sound like you've been singing in a jazz lounge the whole year. That's fucking bizarre. How about another smoke, huh?
That's wild.
Yeah, so I used to do
They
that.
were like, a snack before I break in. This looks delectable.
A snack before we break this house.
Goodness.
But just an update on Chloe's health. I mean, your boy Santa over here don't feel great yet either. But long COVID, and we're not just talking about Biana, legs in Afrikaans. Oh yeah, that got weird real quickly. Anyway, my favorite thing to do, just smash through the awkward wall. But you've had long COVID, which is like bizarre because you're double jabbed up.
Yeah, with that Pfizer.
Keep the circles quite small, healthy. And also, what are your current symptoms?
I still can't really breathe properly.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That ain't great.
I get like, I just get
Thought it was
pretty
just me
short of
taking
breath.
your breath away. Oh no. I mean, come on. Sorry, Chloe, continue.
Have you got long COVID? Or am I taking your breath away?
Okay, I just
like COVID pickup lines.
comment that on YouTube or slide into the DMs of that, and Chloe will send a picture of her oxygen machine. No, what is it? You've got a thing that
Oximeter. No,
Yeah.
but it's really not bad. Like I'm not freaking out about it. It's more just frustrating. I want to get back running and going to the gym.
Yeah, but I mean, it's affecting your life, and I'm sure there are other people out there with long COVID that like to see that you're living that struggle. Any advice to those people? Because we've also got a lot of people now, fingers crossed it's not us again, because we've just flipping done an isolation and had COVID. But a lot of people will be isolating this December.
I know.
Away from families.
It's so sad.
So you got it like maybe an accent that would cheer them up, bring the Christmas spirit all the way from New Zealand or Australia, where they're less bands, more fun.
I thought their bands are pretty hectic. My advice...
So she's not going to do an Australian accent?
Okay, my advice would be to take it slow, take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself. And remember, you can always call someone if you're feeling lonely, or you can listen to one of our episodes.
Exactly.
Okay, I think this is getting annoying. Yeah.
No, we got good feedback on the New Zealand hotlines.
I think we got like 2 comments. This is funny.
That is massive feedback in the KETS world. Oh yeah, baby. But yeah, so a big part of the show is that we do news, and we thought, we put a slight fun twist on it, but because it's Christmas, we wanted to be more Christmassy, and the news is like fundamentally anti-Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I think we should stop looking at the news.
Me too. But it's also
not for the show, but for ourselves.
That's what I mean, it's part of the show, so we can't.
That's true. But okay, so you know what? I'll save everyone the trouble with looking up the news. I'll just give you what the news is going to be for the month.
Oh, okay.
So no one has to check during festive. You can have good times with your family. So here you go. One big whack of South African news. It's going to happen over the next month or bit. You don't have to check the news ever again. So yeah, Jacob Zuma will probably be free, not in hospital, not in prison. We'll have record high COVID cases. Orlando Pirates will still suck. The British will probably impose another racist travel ban. Eskom and load shedding will come say hi. So will Cyril. He'll address the nation from one of his many mansions and try lock us down. And in weather news, there is a 99% chance of South Africans getting blackout drunk on Christmas Day. Could also translate to Boxing Day. Well, there you have it. That is
brilliant.
I think that's the news roundup for the next month in South Africa. No need to ever check the news.
Say no more.
Say,
King?
Well, maybe we have to do say more. We have a podcast here we're trying to run.
Yeah. Well, I kind of want to keep it a bit more Christmassy.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Okay. So what was the most fun thing that I said there? Do you think a lot of South Africans will be drinking on Christmas?
Oh, for sure. We'll be drinking on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think Jacob Zuma is doing for Christmas?
I don't know. Is he still in prison?
Not the last time I checked. Because he's getting all these medical assessments and the hearings on that. And like, if you have a lot of money, you can fundamentally just stay out of prison through courts and what have you.
Yeah.
Here's maybe, what would you do if you had to spend Christmas in prison?
I'd probably try and make a Christmas party with all of the inmates. It'd be quite fun. We could make tinsel out of toilet paper.
Oh, God.
And I don't know, we could try to round stuff up and decorate our cell.
I think if you've been on the fence about what sort of person Chloe is, and probably not because you get to know us pretty well over the course of the podcast, that is who she is. She'd be making friends with inmates on Christmas Day in prison.
Why? What would you do? You probably do something quite similar.
No, I would cut off some of my hair to make a sort of a noose, like a rope type, and kill myself. I'm not spending a day on Christmas. I mean, in prison. I'm a pretty boy. I've got long hair. We know what happens to pretty boys in prison. Yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
Well, I mean, it segues quite nicely because what I've also wanted to talk about with people and on the podcast and with you, Christmas is not always fun for everyone. I understand people have dysfunctional families. People, are dysfunctional themselves. I mean, if you can't evaluate the problem, it might be you. Yeah. So I've developed a sort of how to survive Christmas list. And it's only 3 steps. If you do this, you'll be absolutely fine on Christmas Day. Doesn't matter how much or how little family you have coming round. Are you ready, Chloe?
I'm so ready.
And at the end, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
So the first thing, step 1, when your uncle comes to the door and says, "Happy birthday," instead of "Merry Christmas," laugh and laugh loudly. You want to be in his good books before he starts hitting the castle lights and then hitting you. And then
Jesus Christ.
Step number 2, a bit more fun. Start drinking early. On Christmas Day, but also pace yourself. You want to be drunk enough to take the edge off at the family gathering, but you don't want to become the talking point of the family gathering. So get your buzz on.
That's the line.
But don't be puking while talking about eggnog and the government. Do we have eggnog in South Africa?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
I'd be very intrigued to try it, though.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that just now. And finally, and this is probably long-term, the most important one, don't partake in that secret Santa gift swapping. And I'm not talking about the traditional where I'm like, "Oh, I've got Chloe, I buy her a gift." I'm talking about this one I've seen in family circles where there's a spend of 200 Rand and it's like a sort of raffle, but the person on the left chooses and then they can either swap or keep the gift. Don't do that. Don't swap. Take your little cutlery set or whatever it is. Smile, because when you start swapping, people remember that shit for life.
But do you remember the episode of The Office when they do Secret Santa? Yeah, Michael buys. Everyone can spend something like $50. Maybe it's less than that.
Oh yes,
maybe it's like $20 or something. And then he buys an iPod
because he wants to give it to Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
To impress this person he likes, and of course.
And then Ryan's freaked out by it, so he wants to swap with someone or.
Is his name Ryan?
It's so good. Yeah.
I just know the actor's name, BJ Novak. We've watched that so long ago. But what do you think about that Christmas survival list? Let me know. Let me know.
That is so good.
Did you like it?
I do, yeah. The only thing I would add is don't don't go about kissing any family members under the mistletoe.
Or do. Chloe, come on. It's 2021.
No.
It's soon to be 2022.
Have you seen that joke where people are like, oh, when you realize 2022 is actually 2020?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Old people go nuts for that one. I've seen it was doing the rounds on Facebook. I was like, you're a Facebook meme, which I mean is great. Know your place though. Know your place. But and I think that's about it. Do or don't kiss your cousin under the mistletoe.
No.
It depends how hot your cousin is. Like,
also no.
No. I think there's an argument to be made here. If your cousin is like a Sports Illustrated swimwear model or GQ man's model, have a pop. Have a pop this Christmas season. No?
No.
Okay. I'm starting to think about it more. And to like all the people that listen to the podcast, I'm like, I have regrets about that statement. Just kidding. Let's be honest. If my cousin was Margot Robbie and I went to a family Christmas event and there was a bit of mistletoe above us, I'm lunging.
Oh, I hate that word.
Have you ever played lunge or leave?
No, it's so gross. And I have heard of that and no.
Lunge or leave is, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But and just to make sure we are all on the same page, if Margot Robbie is my cousin, we go for Christmas lunch together, there's mistletoe, I am shooting my shot.
Okay.
Just so we're clear.
Good to know.
Yeah, I don't want any ambiguity surrounding this particular hypothetical. Is there no Hollywood star that you would commit what's it called? A treason?
Treason.
It's not called treason.
Incest. Probably is treason within a family. No. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah. Okay, well.
Take those glasses off.
Okay. So, but you've mentioned oh, it's bright out here and I'm sweating buckets. You've mentioned oh, hello everyone. I feel much more scared now that people can see these crazy eyebrows dancing and my eyes are burning because of the lights in here. But do you have any other survival tips, Chlo Dog, that would prevent people from getting in the dog box? Woof.
No.
No, okay.
That was mine.
Okay. And what about Christmas traditions? You know, German people do what? Christmas like the day before?
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Eve, okay. What are some other weird ones, some traditions that you know of or partake in? I
just feel like there's there's Christmas traditions, right? Some of them are weird.
Traditions.
Often, you know, different countries have different traditions. I'm not bashing any of them. But there's some very mainstream traditions that I feel like we all just do and maybe don't really question as much as we should.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But so what are they? I think everyone has a firm grasp on what traditions are.
No, it's just like when you think about them, you're like, that's fucking weird. So like, turducken.
Is that the first time you've sworn on the podcast?
No, I definitely sworn before. Sorry, mommy.
Someone said in the comments that Chloe would make a fantastic ventriloquist because it's true. Your mouth doesn't move a lot when you speak. It's like, it's quite talented. Speak a bit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can actually talk without really moving.
Yeah, that's crazy. You could, Jeff Dunham, watch out.
Okay.
But sorry, you were saying turducken.
Yes, do you know what a turducken is?
A fuck duck.
No, you're thinking of the...
Just wanted to rhyme
that video of that vegan lady who's like, this is how to make a turfucking. And then she's like...
I never heard that. Okay, so what is a turducken?
A turducken is a chicken stuffed inside of a duck, stuffed inside of a turkey.
Okay, so kind of like Human Centipede Christmas edition.
There's layers to this.
Hey! I like how you didn't acknowledge what I said, but you just wanted to be like, I've got a joke.
Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah, there are layers to it. Have you watched Human Centipede? No, me neither.
I didn't get the joke.
It's about cannibalism and like humans eating humans, I think. I haven't watched it, so it could be about...
So humans inside of humans.
Hey, sex, baby.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, okay, so turduckens.
Then the second thing is Christmas cake.
Okay.
Because that cake was probably made in like August and now you're eating it in December. Like that's just gross. Yeah. Right?
You're not a newborn child. Why are you festering? No, but what Christmas cake is the fruity one. Yeah. And it has brandy in it as well.
And then you leave it to like settle for 4 to 5 months.
It's disgusting.
It's gross.
I don't know any young person that likes Christmas cake.
No.
If you like Christmas cake, fuck. Come on, Samuel. Get it together. If you like Christmas cake, unsubscribe.
No.
I see the sea. I see the sea. I see the sea.
Why are you saying you see the sea?
Well, so glad you asked, Chloe. If anyone is driving to their holiday destination in the car, a coastal getaway, I just won that car game. I see the sea, bitch. That's one of those dumb car games you play.
We do it every time we got to bring away though. I always win.
And everyone knows where the sea is, but Chloe always gets it. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So it's like, what other... So it's I see the sea is always good. Mm-hmm. I Spy is just a mid-level game.
Mid?
Yeah. Mid. So it, good when you're like a young child and you are spying for the first time.
Yeah.
What other car games are there? Are you? How white is your family? Are they kind of like?
Oh, so white.
No, but are you like road tripping and the mom up front? There's a fire, and your dad is zoom zoom.
I feel like that's just the Millers.
And that family from Step Brothers. Very funny.
Yeah, no, my family doesn't.
The scars are ooh.
No,
I'd actually love to do that. I want an army of children so that we can do like lots of big pranks and a cappella.
I don't think that's a good enough reason to have lots of children.
Yes, or maybe I just turn them into a fleet of Uber drivers. Imagine that.
Family business.
We just work around the clock. Okay, so Christmas cake from me.
Yeah. And then we did chat about this.
Traditions.
But kissing people under the mistletoe seems predatory.
That's true. It is quite like literally predatory.
Weird. I mean...
It's only predatory... as most things, if there's a predator involved. So if you're running around with mistletoe and being like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, we have to kiss, that's predatory. But it's quite cute if you are under the mistletoe with Margot Robbie, your cousin, and it's consensual. I'm disintegrating.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything will be left by the end of December of me.
It's like you're like the snowman. Isn't Frosty the Snowman who melts? It's a very sad song. Anyways, so back to mistletoe. It's actually got a very interesting history.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, it probably goes back to before the 1800s, but in the 1800s, it was part of like British or Nordish folklore. But it was basically if a single woman, not one woman, if you were single as a woman.
If you were one single woman.
That could be me. And you weren't kissed under the mistletoe.
Oh, wow.
That meant that you probably weren't going to get married for the next year. And then other women would put mistletoe under their pillows when they slept at night to envision their future husbands. You would dream of your future husband.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. You learn something every episode here at Kidsito sometimes. Mm-hmm. And it's usually Chloe bringing the Vaysate, bringing the knowledge. I like that.
Very
that was a very interesting tidbit.
Thank you. Okay, next.
What is it about... Okay. Relax yourself. What is it about women and like flowers and marriage? Because it's used in dating as a sign of affection, but I was also more thinking of the bride when she throws, and that's the next married, and this seems to be, you're not going to be married. You got mistletoe, camel toe, all of these things with women. So many questions, so little time. Do you have any answers? Do you have any retorts?
Are camel toes that bad? They're so natural. And often I can see guys' penises in their pants. You can like see the outline and like no one complains. But the minute a woman has a camel toe, then it's an issue. And I think that it's fundamentally sexist.
Okay, making some strong claims. But here's my thing. I don't think camel toe is weird.
I don't think it definitely is. People are like, you have a camel toe.
Oh, no, I've never found it off-putting. Quite arousing.
Really?
If anything. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I just didn't want to fall under the misogynist claims you were making.
Why are you looking at other women's camel toes?
Why are you looking at other dicks, huh?
Touche.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Touche.
It's 2022, people.
Yeah.
Nearly.
I think free the camel toe.
Well, that would just be naked.
That is true.
Okay. What else do we have that really pisses me off on Christmas time?
No.
Traditions.
Yes. Okay, no, this is my last one. Okay. Just think about how weird this is. We bring our kids to the shopping center to sit on a random man's lap who's dressed up as Father Christmas.
Oh, that is true. And
not saying that like old men are weird. Like, not saying that. I'm just saying it's a stranger's lap.
But also weird. Chances are, if you're like at Canal Walk, and this is your job,
and you're like 50.
To play Santa, and you're kind of old. I'm not insinuating anything, but chances are things haven't gone all that great.
But it doesn't mean that they're a terrible person.
Who's to say? Certainly not me.
I just love those. I mean, no, I actually do love them. The photos of kids crying on Father Christmas's lap. It's just so funny.
It is great. Do your boobs sweat a lot in summer?
A lot.
My boobies are sweating like crazy now, and I'm as Mr. Frog refers to me, I'm Mr. Hairy Man. So you can imagine the sweat situation. But my last Christmas tradition that I cannot stand, and I'm sorry, people will have different opinions about this, but Christmas carols, caroling, people showing up at your door singing Christmas songs, fuck off. Honestly. And 'tis the season to fuck off, Siobhan. I'm watching Succession, where that old Baba says a lot of the fuck offs. You watch Succession, I don't know if other people are watching Succession, but they swear so much and they're so rude to each other and other people that like it becomes part of your personality for a few days.
Oh yeah, that's been Sam for last week.
Yeah,
fuck off, Siobhan.
Yeah, Chloe will do something. I'm like, oh, why don't you just fuck off? To make me not sound like the biggest arsehole in the world, watch Succession so you can understand what I'm going through.
They are foul. Like, just their mouths.
Yeah, and they're foul people.
Yeah, that's also true.
I'm sweating buckets. But there's always also a big part of Christmas is Santa. And here's a big question, Chloe.
Yes.
Do you believe in Father Christmas?
Now, this is a funny story. Maybe it's funny, maybe it's not. But I believed in Father Christmas until I was probably around between the ages of like 11 and 12.
Okay, no, I feel that's fair.
That's pretty old. That's like grade 6.
Oh, no, I like that. I'd like my children until they're 18 to believe in Father Christmas. And then they go off into the world to make something of themselves.
I think I'm just a very trusting person. So
that is true.
I think I just never questioned it. I didn't really think logically about it. Like I remember in grade 5, we had to pretend to be the Easter bunnies for the grade 1s. And then my teacher was like, well, like, obviously we all know the Easter bunny doesn't exist. And I was like, bitch, what? And I went home. I couldn't even make it to my tennis lesson that afternoon. I was crying so much. I was heartbroken,
oh, that's fair enough. But yeah, Father Christmas, he seems like a good guy. I also don't know about him. He seems like someone that wouldn't understand the world we live in right now. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Who's it addressed to? They. Oh, a group of people. No, that's one person, Father Christmas. Get on board with these pronouns, you piece of shit. You know what I mean? If the elves were like he, she, them, you know? I don't think that is a combination of pronouns.
I don't think underestimate Father Christmas.
Okay, that is also fair enough to bring the holiday cheer and get that pop down a chimney is impressive.
But you know, like it always comes around Christmas time. People are like, oh, did you know that Father Christmas's like suit actually used to be green and it was Coca-Cola? He made it red. Not true.
I've never heard that before ever. So Father Christmas's suit used to be green, but people say Coke made it red.
Yeah, so it used to be actually like a tan color.
Okay.
And then apparently at some point it was green, and then Coca-Cola came up with an advert that had him in it, that had his iconic red suit.
Okay. Crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, it was actually, his suit was tan before, and then it was actually a artist called Thomas Nast, who first drew Father Christmas in his red suit. So it wasn't Coca-Cola.
Well done, Thomas. Yeah, Coke's always got fun origin stories. People are like, oh, there was cocaine in Coke. I'm like, okay.
There was.
No, there wasn't. There's no ways there was Coke and cocaine.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Coke was invented by a pharmacist.
Are you joking or are you being for real?
For reals. It's like
it was cocaine.
Yeah, in the mid 1800s.
You know how many fights I've been in about this in public? Oh, this is humiliating.
Coke was formulated by a pharmacist, and then it was bought by someone else, but it was very small amounts of cocaine, because cocaine was used for medicinal uses. Like it was, you could get it prescribed to you.
From the cocoa leaf or the cacao leaf, what was it?
Is cocaine from the cacao leaf? I thought that's just where, that used to also be in Coke, which is where it got the coca.
Oh, wow.
Beginning of its name. That's crazy though, hey?
Well, you know what? 'Tis the festive season. How else do you think Santa Claus makes all those deliveries? He does mad rails. It's always snowing in the North Pole. Put two and two together. But that's great. So, you sent me this email. It actually remained an ingredient until the 1900s. There you go, folks. Read your emails and good heavens. So his suit was green. That was the OG suit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he'd been depicted in a green suit. I think it was also like a tan color at some point.
You mentioned tanned a bit. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, enough of Father Christmas's suit, because I'm sweating bullets out here. I'd like to take this brief pause whilst we suit up. No, just to again say thank you for a wonderful year of KETS.
Yes.
We don't know if we are coming with a New Year's episode or if it's just going to be audio or what. You never know. You know, life is ambiguous. It's always changing, ever changing, fast-paced lane, holiday season, COVID season. Who knows? But a big thank you from myself, and I know I speak for Chloe when I say that. Great success, great growth, but ultimately it's been so fun to interact, build, and, you know, be part of this bizarre KETS no toast eating community.
That's true. And yeah, it really has. I think that we started doing KETS and Chlo and having the podcast pretty much every single week consistently since August. So it's really been around 5 months that you guys have really, we've seen a lot more of you, and it's just been awesome to be getting feedback. We love seeing you guys comment on YouTube and really just engage with the content.
There was one review I wanted to read out because it came through on Apple Reviews. I don't know where it is now. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. A 5-star review from Andy Kutz.
Okay.
There's a double teken on the U. So Andy Kutz. And he or she wrote, "My oh my, it's a goodie. KETS embodies the South African spirit. Feels like bantering with mates."
That's really sweet.
Thanks, Andy.
Love you guys.
Very kind of you. Keep those comments, reviews coming. We love to see them. We truly do.
Yeah.
But back to the hard-hitting jokes, tidbits, and audio delights.
I really want to get a little.
That's not an audio delight.
I want to get a sound system where we can like hit buttons and have.
Well, that's
on our Christmas list.
That's the Rodecaster Pro.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One day.
Oh yeah.
One day.
Okay. Well, what I also wanted to touch on, talking about like sitting on Santa Krampus lap.
Are you all right there, Chloe? Are you having a nervous breakdown, or should the Krampus?
That's what I'm gonna talk about. That sitting on my brain jumped too quickly forward. Sam calls it COVID pip. I actually do think I'm struggling.
Yeah, your brain shuts down.
I keep doing like spoonerisms. Like if I say it would be a beautiful Christmas, I say it'd be a cutiful Christmas.
Yep. She said the other day, I was causative COVID. I had COVID causative. And everyone at the table looked at her and was like, 10 o'clock, she can't be drunk, can she?
Anyways, just talking about, like that song, which is like, you better watch out.
You better not cry.
And then it's about like Santa Claus. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. That kind of energy, which is very scary. There's also something, and maybe you've seen the 2015 movie hit, Krampus.
Can't say I have.
Well, actually, again, it comes from folklore. So it's half man. It's extremely scary. I've got a picture of it here, and
but describe it for the listeners.
Yes, I'm saying it's half man, half goat, demon thing, and it punishes naughty children. I think I might eat them.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's so scary. Instead of you...
The Krampus.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. I've heard of the Kraken.
Krampus.
But it's essentially a construct to keep children well behaved.
Yeah.
And there's just just you know, when you unlock a childhood memory through a smell or someone says something, when you started singing that, you better watch out, you better not cry. It just took me back to when I was I must have been pretty young, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And my nanny, Rebecca, used to look after me while my parents went on a date night. And obviously when you're young, you've got a lot of attachment issues to your parents. So when they would go out on their date night, I would just start crying like, oh, mom and dad, come back. When are they coming back? And I was a young child. And this is at the time where we were living in Joburg, and that context is required. You'll find out shortly. And Rebecca would just pick me up by my shirt, and she says, and I will never ever forget this. She'll go, if you cry anymore, the burglars will hear you. And I remember I've been a neurotic person for a while. I was like, I miss my parents, but I don't miss burglars, so I'll stop crying. And I never ever forgot that. And I was like,
terrible.
I'm also going to parent like Rebecca though. So
no.
Yeah, no. I'm going to be a hard parent.
No, you won't.
Hard and heavy. But in South Africa, we have the tokolosh.
Yeah.
You know the tokolosh, so yo fangalangalang when your mum.
No, it's too scary.
Yeah,
it's too scary. Like, imagine trying to discipline your child. You're like, oh, Jeremy, you don't want to do your chores. Well, the Krampus is going to come eat you this Christmas.
I don't think anyone in the world, bar you, knows who the Krampus is.
I promise you, lots of people know who Krampus is.
Okay.
We can watch the trailer after this. It's flipping scary.
I see the scene. 2 from 2, baby. You can't keep a good car player down. And I think we are ready for overrated, underrated.
I ask you.
It's that time of the show. I think you're going to ask me this week.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready for overrated, underrated. Could be the last version. Could be the penultimate version of overrated, underrated for the year. I'm even taking the goggles off for this.
Okay. Okay, first up, mistletoe. Overrated or underrated?
Underrated, especially if Margot Robbie, your cousin, is underneath it.
The Grinch.
The Grinch, underrated. I think we have too many positive characters, animated characters, that give us false realities of what life is. Life is hard. Life is suffering. Go to Miami, lose your mind. Dale. But so the Grinch keeps it real for every day. Crips. What is going on?
Okay, Santa. You know why we wrote Santa? It's definitely Father Christmas.
Father Christmas, overrated and overweight. There's no ways he's getting down that chimney. Not my one anyway. Mainly because I live in a flat and don't have one. No, Santa Claus, underrated because he brings joy to people's hearts, especially young children.
Wholesome. Very wholesome.
And Lord knows they need it, especially with the whole Catholic Church.
Yeah. Presents?
Presents, Christmas presents, overrated. They cause a lot of stress. Underrated to receive them, overrated to give them. It's very stressful.
I also don't think underrated to receive them. I hate opening gifts in front of people.
No, I was supposed to go overrated. It's impossible to react properly.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a pair of socks.
Like sometimes if it's like too much, you're like, I literally gave a pair of socks for Christmas. Anyways, like you're like opening up, you're like, but then sometimes you have to like rein it back in because it's actually too much. It's very hard.
It is,
that.
To not be fake and then not be ungrateful. The best, it doesn't happen at Christmas, it happens at birthdays quite often. Like when your grandparents or your parents give you money, but they put it in an envelope, and it's like when you open the envelope and the money falls out and you pretend to read the card and not count the money too because you're a good person. Yeah, that was a meme.
Okay, last one.
Ooh, the last one of the potentially last overrated, underrated. Let's get it.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph is underrated because it seems like he was bullied for being different, and it was ultimately his differences that saved Christmas.
Cute.
But also it sounds like he's got Omicron. Bunged up. Those are all the signs, Rudolph. Isolate. ASAP. But I think that's it.
Good one. Good one.
Rudolph,
thank you guys for joining us for our Christmas episode. It's been lovely to have you guys.
Featuring what is it? A crapmut. What is Kramut? Let me go back to the notes. Krampus, that's the one.
Is that what
Father
it's called?
Christmas and Krampus, gang signs. But no, especially if you guys are driving. If you're driving or being driven, please be safe. The roads are such a mess.
Yeah.
Just This message was brought to you by the Health and Roads. Health and Roads, that's not a thing. But yeah, enjoy time with your Christmas families. If you're isolating, watch some KETS.
Yeah. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, just enjoy this time off.
Yeah. Or
get some
pretend trick your Christmas friends into thinking that you do. Get free presents, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Inshallah, that will happen to you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.